What's up YouTube, it's TF Collector, and today I'll be reviewing the Blokees Classic Class 02 Bumblebee from Transformers Rise of the Beasts. And before we get into anything inside of the packaging, first we will take a look at the packaging that he does come in. So on the front, Transformers modeled kits, Blokees, there is a picture of Bumblebee, there's his head, he has eyes, and 79 pieces classic names, Bumblebee Champion Series. You have authentic Transformer stuff, and here you go. If you want to see Blokees on Facebook, scan that QR code. On this side of the box, we have a picture of Bumblebee, more Blokees Transformers, Classic Class 02 Bumblebee. On the other side, more pictures of Bumblebee and his accessories, and the back of Bumblebee. He has joints. On the back of the packaging, we have Bumblebee with all kinds of different stuff and a bio that's way too long for me to read. So there you go. If you want to read all that, pause now. And for the rest, you can see there's Bumblebee fighting Scourge. Hint, hint, he will be here soon. And here are all your sprues and whatnot, and some more pieces and everything you get. On the top, Bumblebee Classic Class. On the bottom, a barcode and Hasbro, and do not eat these things. And that is the packaging. And without further ado, let's slice open this box and see what all we have inside. So just one singular piece of tape here that we're going to simply cut through, open him up, and let's see what all is inside. So that we get this bag with yellow sprues. We get this bag with a body and what appears to be a Scourge dagger. We get this bag with yellow and silver and black and all that good stuff. We get an instruction manual. Hooray! They're actually going to show us how to build this thing, and also this, which I don't know what that is. It appears to be a battery thing. And lastly but not least, we get this bag. Hooray for bags. Hooray for instructions. Let's get to the time-lapse. Before we time-lapse, I forgot this precious little stand that he also comes with. Now let's time-lapse. And here is Bumblebee all built up. But before we talk about him, I want to talk about the base because we can upgrade it. And I didn't show this in the time lapse. So one thing we get is this sticker sheet here that we can use to put on here. So basically these holes will just go around these little sections. This is going to be pretty hard to line up, so I'm going to do this off camera. I'll be right back. And boom! Here is this sticker base all stickered up. And you can see Rise of the Beast, Blokees, Autobot logo, and you have Bumblebee peeking at you there. Looks pretty cool, but we can do one last thing to amp this up even more. He does come with two fire flame effects, and basically what we can do is take one of these, plug them into this little hole that the sticker allows to stay open, and take the other one. You can see that one also allows for a little hole to stay open, so we can plug that one right there, and then we can bring Bumblebee back in if we want, and we can plop him down there. But speaking of Bumblebee, let's take a closer look at him. And this little dude is a really cool looking guy, but coming in closer on the details, you can see the head sculpt done very nicely. Nice silver used. The rest done in yellow. Would have been nice if we could have got the little Autobot logo there, but not a big deal. The chest section is built very well with lots of silver and very accurate. Some more silver down through here, and awesome molded detailing up here in the ab section. You can see that is just beautiful. But coming down the leg, very accurate, of course. Little wheels here on the side. Overall, just an awesome looking figure. Even here on the back, they gave you the extra two pieces to make it more movie accurate instead of just having the one set of doors there. Overall, though, a very nice looking Bumblebee figure. And Bumblebee does have a lot of good articulation, but starting with the head, it is on a ball joint. He can look up slightly, down slightly, and the head can rotate a full 360 degrees. These shoulders are on ball joints. They can rotate a full 360, move in and out. They can also do a little bit of butterflying due to the fact that they are on a ball joint. You do get a swivel above the elbow. You get a little over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. The wrists are on ball joints, so they can rotate, and they can also move in like so. The waist can swivel a full 360. The legs can kick forward this far, backward, that far, outward. You can get a full split. You do get a thigh rotation, bend at the knee about 90 degrees. And as far as the feet go, they can pivot up and down. They can slightly rotate side to side, and you do get ankle tilt. So overall, very good articulation. And as far as accessories go, Bumblebee does include quite a few. First of all, he includes his blaster here, as you can see, done in gunmetal gray, with this detachable yellow piece. Well, you can see the cannon is also made of 2 pieces, but this yellow piece is also detachable, and that is part of the build. So you get his cannon there. You also get 2 sets of extra hands with a little splayed open action. I'll show off how these work here in a moment. And last but not least, you get 3 different pieces that help recreate a scene from Rise of the Beast. You get a new chest piece right there. You get part of Scourge's blade right here. And you get another part of Scourge's blade. And I will show how all of this works right now. So first, for the hands, I'm just going to use one. Basically, what you'd want to do is pop off the hand that is on him, get your nail in here and kind of dig this yellow section out like so. And then you can bring in your other hand and it will just plug right in to there like so. And then you could plug this one into his hand, and there you go. You could have a nice splayed open hand option. And to help recreate the scene from Rise of the Beast with Scourge, we can bring in these 3 pieces here, and I'm going to show off how these work. Now, the first thing we're going to need to do is take apart this chest area a little bit. So take off these 2 yellow pieces like so. Take off this little silver piece right here. See if you can't just wiggle it out without giving too much hassle, and then just pop this chest piece off right here. This is your normal one, but you're going to want to put this off to the side and bring in this other one that has this little extra hole down there at the bottom, and basically just plug that one on and then reassemble everything the same way it was. So just plop this little silver piece on right here. Take your 2 chest pieces, just line them up, plug them in. Oh, if I can hold on to it. Got some butter fingers. Line it up, plug it in like so, and you can see that will expose that hole right there. And we can bring in Scourge's blade here, and basically what you're going to want to do is just plug that in right there so you can kind of see it's piercing Bumblebee. Oh no. And then you can take this other piece and flip around to the back, and you will see there is this little square slot right there that you can just tab this right into. Plug that right in, and there you go. You can kind of see how that is Scourge's blade pierced through Bumblebee, and we will complete this scene when we review Scourge, which will be very soon. But as you can see, this is going to make for an awesome display option. And last but not least, the final accessory we need to discuss is his cannon, and basically how this is going to work is very simple. You just remove this hand, bring this in. You want this yellow piece on the inside like this, and this will just plug. Now this is very snug on mine. It's really hard to get on there, but you basically just have to push it into the ball joint, which can be very difficult sometimes. Come on, there we go. And now Bumblebee can have his nice blaster. Do wish his little arm blade would have been included, but the blaster does look pretty dang cool. And one last feature to talk about with this figure is we can do this. Hey Siri, lights off. He has glow-in-the-dark eyes if you flick his chest. So cool. And now for some quick comparisons with this little guy. First, here he is with the Studio Series, Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. So you can see how these 2 look together. And I do think these 2 look really cool together. Obviously, world of difference. This guy can transform, this guy can't, and he's a model kit. Pick your poison. Me personally, I like both, so I get both. But I certainly recommend them both. And And here he is with the Blokees Classic Class 01 Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. So you can see how these two look together, and obviously not completely in scale, but I do think they both look really cool and work pretty well together. Love the way this Rise of the Beast Blokees collection is coming together. And for one non-figure comparison, here he is with a CG image of how Bumblebee appeared in Rise of the Beasts. So you can see how close they got this guy to his on-screen model, and they did a great job. Fantastic Bumblebee figure we have on our hands here. So this has been my review for the Blokees Classic Class 02 Bumblebee from Transformers Rise of the Beast. And overall, another great entry into the Classic Class Blokees line. I think I'm going to collect all of these guys at this point. I have the Optimus and the Bumblebee and 4 other ones that I will be reviewing here soon. Haven't built them yet, but look forward to doing so. These figures are just super fun. Of course, they can't transform, but they make for great display pieces, and they're very fun builds. I always loved Lego growing up, so Blokees is just super fun for me also, and we get Transformers in Blocky form. Now, speaking of Lego, I do have the Lego Soundwave that I also cannot wait to build. That review will also be coming soon, so look forward to that. But for this Bumblebee, it's a figure I would certainly recommend. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm pretty sure I said it. I might be being Dory, and I actually didn't say it, but I got this guy for $11 from Walmart, and right now they're doing an even better sale where you can get them for $5 for a Black Friday sale, even though it's not Black Friday yet. But certainly recommend checking your local Walmarts for these Blocky figures. If I had to rate this Bumblebee, he gets a solid 9.5 out of 10. Nearly a perfect figure in my books. Just wish they could add some LEDs to the weapons, but other than that, perfect figure in my opinion. So this has been my review for Blokees Classic Class 02 Bumblebee, and more Blokees reviews to come soon, more Age of the Primes reviews to come soon, and the Lego Soundwave review will also be coming soon. So stay tuned for all that, and until then, don't forget, never sacrifice the things you love for the approval of others. I will see you all very soon with those reviews, and until then, roll out. Peace.